Just a note to self. I thought it was kind of weird to walk in the store right now, and then I came right over to this little corner right here, and I was standing here like a little kid hovering in the corner. I'm like, what in the world am I doing right here? And then I looked up, and it was interesting. Everything says Sky Delta, Sky Delta, Sky Delta, Sky Delta, Sky Delta, Sky Delta, Air Watch. Very weird. To come walking in the door and almost wake up right here, staring at all that.
298 frozen patties later.
So I'm documenting what just happened, and it's still happening. There's the snake down there, down in the water. And I'm documenting what's going on because this is so bizarre. I was coming from that direction. I was walking this direction, and Eric and Susie had an experience with a scorpion last night that tried to sting Susie, but it couldn't. It literally tried but couldn't, and they called me because they were watching my video where Corey is crushing the scorpion under his foot, which is biblical. I'll give you the power to tread on serpents and scorpions. And as I was walking right here, I was praying to the Lord, saying, Lord, it's so phenomenal because the Lord has told me to videotape my artwork. Because back before I got saved, I did some artwork, and I'd never read the Bible, but I didn't understand that my artwork manifested the Bible. It was Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven, and Jesus was crucified from different angles, making a tree. And under one arm were people going into the lake of fire, and under the other arm was a tiger that was escaping into the jungle. I didn't even know why I did this artwork, and I called it The Dream of the Blue Tiger. Anyway, and I have this giant wall of metal that used to be in my art gallery, and this is way before I got saved. And I never really named my art pieces, and I called it The Dream of the Blue Tiger. So it's interesting. It shows Christ crucified, and then like a tree. And then going under one arm is all these people going into the lake of fire, into the eternal judgment. And then on the other side is a tiger, and I was Year of the Tiger on the Chinese calendar. Like I said, this is all before I got saved. And I made myself the tiger escaping, kind of like in the movie The Life of Pi, where the tiger gets out of the boat and goes off into the jungle. And I put blue lights on it, and I made the tiger turn blue, and it was called The Dream of the Blue Tiger, The Dream. Anyway, the Lord told me last night He wanted me to light it all up with the lights and just show everybody my artwork from before I got saved. And it's kind of fascinating. So as I was walking this direction, I was praying, because I thought, how interesting. Why would the Lord want me to show everybody my artwork? Well, one reason is it's like the final judgment. And Corey had just crushed the head of this scorpion, stomped on it the other day, which is very odd. Scorpions don't come out during the middle of the day. They just don't. That's just not their thing. So anyway, Eric and Susie called us, and a scorpion got on Susie yesterday and was trying to sting her, but couldn't sting her. Well, that sounds like Revelation, when the pit opens and the scorpions come out of the pit and they sting men, and men will seek death and will not find it. They'll desire to die, but death will flee from them. Anyway, so how weird that a scorpion tried to sting Susie but couldn't sting her. So anyway, so I'm sitting here walking from this direction, and I'm coming this way, just praying to the Lord, saying, okay, Lord, I'll do my artwork, and I'll do what you said. And I heard the Lord say, I give you all the power over the enemy, to tread on serpents and scorpions. And I'm literally right here when I said it. And as I walk by, right here, as I'm stepping down, I'm stepping on top of two serpents. I literally stepped right on top of them, but they're under a bridge. I could have killed them very easily if I wanted to, but I don't kill snakes. so much unless it's a poisonous snake and it's in my yard or something. Then it could be a problem at a later date. But this is a wildlife area. So anyway, I'm going to show, I think the snake's still there. I already photographed it once. There were 2 of them. I'm going to switch this camera around and I'm going to walk right over here and see if he's still there. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to very quietly sneak up here and see if that snake's still there. I don't see him. I think he just came for the minnows. He's gone back under the bridge. Anyway, I still got him on video. You'll see him. So anyway, like I said, the moment I was saying the scriptures, I give you all the power over the enemy to tread on serpents and scorpions. I was literally setting my foot down right about here. And as I looked down right there, there were 2 snakes. But now they've obviously fled underneath the little bridge thing. But that's just not even possible. And why would the Lord want me to show everybody my artwork? Except that it represents the judgment, What's crazy is I had turned the whole sculpture upside down a long time ago. And he told me, I want you to take care of the whole sculpture and set it up and show it to everybody now. Just gonna do what he says.
A little later.
Just doing a quick check-in with the guys. We're all gonna get together for lunch today. Something very strange happened with Susie. And so we're talking about it. She had a scorpion get on her last night. So yeah, a scorpion got on her last night and was trying to sting her. And it couldn't sting her. It wasn't able to sting her. Is that right? Okay, just documenting it. Anyway, so we have said scorpion right here in the same, because I want to look at, I used to catch scorpions. And anyway, it can be a pretty nasty sting, but I think it's fascinating because it's also spiritual. Corey crushed a scorpion the other day. And today, while I was walking and praying, documented, you'll see it. I was walking and praying on my walk today. And on my walk, I was like, Lord, it's so strange that you've had these scorpions popping up and literally you had me crush the head of a serpent. And then as I was saying the scripture out loud in Luke, I've given you all power over to the enemy to tread on serpents and scorpions. As I was saying those words, I was stepping on top of 2 snakes at the moment. I documented it on my phone. I was like, what? And I was going under this bridge called Nacogdoches. And the Lord told me, look up Nacogdoches. It means dwellers of the high ground. You can't think this stuff up. It's impossible. Anyway, just true on the scorpion thing? Yes? Okay, and that's the scorpion that tried to bite you? Tried to sting her? Couldn't do it.